guys, it's Michael here with Sticks and Stones. Today we're going to be showing a wrestle up from the knee shield position. This is one of my favorite positions to fight out of from half guard. I used it to win against an ultra heavyweight in Pans, and also in my World's Masters Open class to wrestle up and get the 2 points for the sweep. So it's a fantastic position, so we're going to go over it. It's super simple, super easy when you're in the half guard position, okay? So we're going to get started. All right, so when I'm using my half guard position, right, I'm always using my knee shield. So when I get into my half guard, I always insert my knee shield. I'm going to show you guys from this angle, and then we're going to move to a different angle, but my foot is placed on top of my other foot, and I'm pinching his thigh with my legs, okay? I'm placing my knee directly on the hip bone right here, and I'm creating my frames in this direction, okay? So now we're going to turn around this way so you can see, all right? So this is the position that we're in. So I'm giving it a pinch, right? And I'm framed up right here. Normally my opponent's going to be trying to push heavy down past my guard so that I have to create this space that I don't let them get down. My hand is always placed, I don't place it down here. I always like to place my hand right in the crook of the arm so that I can control that hand in, or I can control that hand out, either direction. If I put it any lower than that, he's going to be able to pull his elbow back and take that arm away from me anytime that he wants. You pull your elbow back and take that arm away anytime that he wants. And that makes it a lot more difficult to control. So if I have this control right here, it gives me a lot more control, all right? I always want to control the space on my hip, all right? So a lot of times your opponent's going to be placing their hand on top of the hip, right? And so let's turn this direction here. Okay. I always want to control this space on my hip. So if my opponent's hand is on my hip, I move it with my own elbow, and I'm placing my hand flat on my leg. This is going to give me the advantage when I go to wrestle up, okay? What I'm looking for is my underhook so that I can wrestle up. All right, so I'm blocking here, I'm blocking here. My opponent's going to be either trying to squash my knee down, or he's going to be trying to remove my knee from this, all right? The only thing I don't want to give up is any of this space in here, okay? I don't want to give up the underhook space or any of that. So I need to make sure that my elbow stays in glued nice and tight to my sternum, and I'm going to keep my hand in line with my knee. All right, so I'm here, I've created my frame, and I create it real strong, so I let him know that I've established this position and he can't pass. So if he's giving me any type of pressure right here, I'm able to maintain and control him. All right, so when I do my wrestle up, I'm normally attacking a few submissions, okay? So I don't just go straight for the wrestle up, because he'll, in this position right here, he's gonna, he's got a lot of forward pressure, so if I start to wrestle up, I'm gonna have a harder time because he's already pushing forward. So normally I attack a few submissions before I try to wrestle up, okay? So with a few different submissions that you can attack, right? I like to stick my hand in here and maybe aggravate for the choke. This is a low submission or a low percentage choke, but I can aggravate for the choke, and that's gonna make him start to posture, right? If he's placing his hands anywhere on me, I'll start to try to wrist lock. That will also make him pull away from me. A lot of times I'll get that lower hand and I'll start to bring that in, make him start snatching away from me. Any of those things, but all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create that postures to where he's pulling away from me every time I do so. So if I start attacking the neck and he has to defend that, he's going to start pulling away. Now I'm going to start timing that, and when he starts to pull away, I just want to duck my hand in, and I'm coming in for the underhook, okay? My knee passes through with me, so I'm here, I feel him pull away, I duck, and I come in, all right? Once I'm here in the knee, in this position, now I want to start to pull my knee out. Okay, so my knee that's underneath me, all right, while I'm here on my kickstand and I'm putting heavy head and shoulder pressure in, I've got to pull this bottom knee out, okay? Because if I'm here and he's putting equal pressure in, I'm not going to be able to wrestle up, okay? So what I have to do is I have to shift my hips and pull my bottom knee out, all right? Now I'm looking for this grip on the hand or the grip on the knee, depending upon what's closer. I came up with the grip on the hand, so I've already got this, so I can go ahead and utilize this to pull out from underneath him and finish my wrestle up position and flatten him out. If his hand is far away from you, then you can go for the knee and still complete the wrestle up, okay? So I'm here, right? I've attacked and he's gone away from me. I've come up, right? And I've controlled the outside of the pant leg. I'm again gonna slide my knee back so that I've got control here, and then I'm going to start to drive my head and shoulder forward as I pull his bottom leg out from underneath him to complete the wrestle up, and then I can start my passing from there. One of the most important things when you're doing with your knee shield wrestle up is that making sure that you get the underhook and that you get it deep and across this body. All right, so when I'm getting my underhook, when I get this underhook up, I'm driving it all the way in and across this body, and I'm placing my hand all the way on the opposite side of the lat. Okay, this is the best place for me for where he can't get his underhook back, right? And so all I have to do is lift up my shoulder in order to keep that pressure heavy under there. Okay, so that's the knee shield wrestle up position. I think that if you add that into your game, into your half guard game, if you add knee shield into your half guard game, it's going to give you a lot of advantages in a lot of different situations. And so you guys should give it a try. Corey?